Florida has 8,400 miles of tidal coastline, more than any other state but Alaska. And while Florida is still a home to shorelines that appear lost in time, the pulse of the tides in Florida is everywhere, inseparable even from its urban landscapes. This is a place where the stories of people's lives are written by water. The future of this state's 19 million people and its native wildlife are bound together by their dependence on water quality. And the water, history, and saltwater culture of Florida all flow through the oyster.
The Halifax Oyster Festival is it's just a fun event. They have live music and different games where you can, try to win free stuff and eat really good food. They usually have a really good turnout from the different food vendors that have fresh seafood. Basically just an event to celebrate oysters, and the proceeds of the festival get donated towards oyster restoration in the our surrounding area. The Halifax Oyster Festival is also a good opportunity for people to come and learn why oysters are important. There is definitely the environmental aspect of the festival. People can come and help make oyster mats, which are things used to do oyster restoration in our area, and also just learn about general shoreline health and why it's important. So basically with this project, we're trying to get people to move from a man-made structure on their shoreline to a living shoreline with native vegetation and organisms. People have been doing riprap along seawalls and planting spartina grass for years and years and years. But the oyster restoration methodology, particularly the mats, the mats were developed by Dr. Linda Walters at University of Central Florida.
We've been documenting the loss of oyster reefs since 1943 from aerial photographs that the St. Johns River Water Management District has provided us. And within the National Seashore part of Mosquito Lagoon, they've lost 19% of the reefs. Within the entire Mosquito Lagoon, they've lost just about 10% of the reefs. A lot of reasons that everybody should care about oysters. They can filter 50 gallons of water per oyster per day, and when you have millions of oysters, that's what's going to keep the water quality high. Oysters are a keystone species, and the keystone species are the most important species in the habitat. In the Indian River Lagoon, you're also going to have mangrove habitat, and salt marsh habitat is our other main keystone species. And by restoring oysters, you actually restore all of them.
Since 2007, we started deploying the mats to restore the reefs. We've put out about 25,000 oyster mats on 50 different reefs.
After about a year, the mats have so many oysters on them, they weigh 70 or 80 pounds each. One of the things we found very quickly after we started stabilizing the sediment bottom with our oyster mats is the seagrass started coming in. By restoring oysters, we were also, just by luck, restoring seagrass. Being able to get seagrass coming in naturally where it hadn't been for years was huge. There are very few projects in the U.S. where they've had any success, and if they get about 10% of the seagrass fragments that they've deployed to actually take hold, they consider that to be a successful project. Of our 50 reefs that we've restored now, 25% of them have seagrass where they wouldn't have been otherwise.
although we developed the techniques, and that really is dependent on a lot of volunteer effort. I think there's 20,000 or 25,000 people that volunteered with helping make mats, drill holes in the shells, deploy mats.
Well, the Marine Discovery Center is a nonprofit organization, and so we're highly reliant on volunteer work. With this project, I think we had about 500 plus volunteers, like different volunteers that helped out with the project.
She sends me in a dream, and we all become a part of a landscape in her it seems. And I'm happy like an oyster in its shell, far removed from everything. Together we can build a bed in which we sleep. Here's to the times, here's to the chance, making it new. See, I believe that we can be anything that we can dream. I do.